Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Crusader Kings 2, the tutorial series. We just took a fairly unnecessary risk with the that army. We only had the one center flank, but we did have a troop advantage, so it worked out. And we do have just barely enough men to actually maintain this siege. Hopefully we don't experience any siege events that bring our troop value below their troop value, otherwise the siege will end. And we don't need to engage his army again. Now, when you conquer a province, you'll notice these modifiers here that last for a while. We've got new administration, which reduces the local tax modifier by 30% and reduces the reinforcement rate by 70%. This expires fairly soon, just 1 year from now. But recently conquered decreases the levy size for about the same amount of time. And it also, again, further decreases local tax modifier and reinforcement rate. So this holding cannot actually have any levy yet. But once these penalties go away, we may want to move our marshal from the capital to Ormond to train troops, because there's more troops to be trained here. And reinforcing that army might be more important than maintaining the 32% increased levy size on this army. We'll think about it. For now, let's just let the siege happen. Can't have a feast while we're at war. We do have two characters who are ransomable. We'll go ahead and just ransom them, because we always need money. I think we've got some kid. These other people could just stay in prison. Alright. Our spy master. Oh, hey, cool. So now we do have pop-ups about people being imprisoned. Very nice. We're at 71%. Fortunately, we have, yet again, just barely enough to siege this bishopric down. Those prisoners worth anything? Let's see if she's worth part of the war score. Diarmate Matt is worth some value. Yeah, that's interesting. Abelin here is worth 26 gold on this screen. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, here, yeah, definitely we'll take the 26 gold. There's like 16 bonus gold on top of the normal value because she's a close relative. You'll see some funky math every now and then. It'll be like, instead of being 10, 25, 70, 145, 285, 350, or whatever the numbers are, it'll be 26. I've also seen quite frequently 86 or 84 or something like that. It doesn't really matter. You can't control the ransom values. They just are what they are. Caitlin has died of pneumonia. Okay. Who are you and why do I care? Okay. You or close or unlanded family members. You're not special interest. Are you related to me somehow? Are you related to me somehow? It's my marshal's wife. I guess I care. But not really. No, it's not my marshal's wife. It's my marshal's vassal's wife. Weird. It doesn't matter. Now we'll probably be able to get 100% war score from finishing this siege. Let's go ahead and disable these pop-ups now. But since we have enough that we can actually maintain a siege on the city, we'll wait. The cities are worth much more than bishoprics and castles, so we want to siege this if possible. Just for the loot alone. Alright. Again, that was a direct claim that we fabricated, so we took the bishop, we took this holding. Now, we actually have an extra domain limit now compared to before. Notice in the equation it says Great Duke +1. This is the bonus that you get if you have 2 ducal titles. If you're a double duke, which we are, we've got the Duchy of Munster and the Petty Kingdom of Tara, which are, again, both duchies. You can actually tell based on these icons. These are counties. The little slightly larger crowns are duchies. Kingdoms have the big crown. And then empires have the even bigger crown. Actually, this is perfect. You can see that this guy's got empire, 2 duchies, 5 counties, 6 counties. So, because we're a double duke, we are considered a great duke, which increases domain limit by 1. Not quite as good as being a king, but we'll be able to hold on to ossuary. And now, this guy, he hates us. We can offer vassalization to him, and he should just say yes. But because he's not going to say yes, we'll probably end up doing our de jure claim on Tomans, and it's de jure a vassal of us because we have that duchy. So we'll wait a bit for our levy to replenish. We have 341 out of an available 970. Our building did finish a while back. That militia training ground. So now you can see that our garrison is 350 here, compared to another holding that doesn't have the upgrade, which is only 260. So, pretty significant increase to the amount of defense that a county has, and then also it gives you more troops. Our penalty is gone on Ormonds. Now, we have a 25% capital duchy bonus to the levy in this holding because our capital is in Desmond. The county of Desmond is in the Duchy of Munster. So every holding that we have directly in Munster will get that capital duchy bonus. Ossuary does not get a bonus because Ossuary is not part of our capital duchy. It also still has the recently conquered penalties. And our sister, who is 6, lacks a guardian. She's not very happy with us. Now, it's a very, very beneficial thing to do to give your direct sisters, brothers, your children, 2 vassals that you want to have higher opinion with. If they are directly related to you or part of your line of succession, then you'll get a 20 opinion bonus with whoever becomes their guardian. Now, generally, you want to try to like giving it to the spymaster, or the steward here doesn't really benefit us. A character going from -70 to -50 isn't going to really improve anything, but a character going from 18 to 38 does. He'll give us more levy. This guy just dislikes us less. I think it's too much work to make him like us, whereas some of these other characters we can maybe get something from. Now, we do have 2 counts, and I'm noticing that only 1 count is showing up in that list. Right? Like when we look through here... No, not marriage, sorry. Educate child. When we look through the list, sort by rank, highest rank is just 1 count, then below that's barons. It's almost always best to sort by rank. Sometimes you want to sort by stats and try to find someone who's really good to train your character, but generally sort by rank because these are the people who matter the most. So why isn't the other guy showing up? We've got the Earl of Kildare, but the Earl of Tyrone is not showing up. The reason for that is because he has 2 wards already. He can only be guardian to 2 wards at most. So let's say that I wanted to improve opinion with him, and I do, actually. I want to improve opinion with him more than I want to improve opinion with this guy. Well, what we can do is we can click on one of his wards, and we can say, you know what, I want someone else to educate him. And he'll say okay. Almost always. Because we're his liege, he'll just do what we say. So we're going to transfer this guy to the Earl of Kildare instead. Which means that the Earl of Tyrone will have 1 less guardian. And now when we go to our sister, and we go to Educate Child, that other guy will be in the list now, and we can get 20 opinion with him. So now we can go to him, and now he's at 2. Now, if we retract her, let's say we give her to someone else now, then he'll get an opinion penalty, lost a ward, which I believe is 15, And so it's still a net gain, but he'll be kind of upset about having lost the ward at that point. He's also a lunatic, so that's fun. Have fun, sis. We can righteously imprison the Earl of Tyrone because he is the leader of a plot. So if we go to the known plots tab, we can see that the Earl Ed of Tyrone, the guy we were just talking about, the lunatic, wants to kill Diarmat MacCananan, who is heir to the county of Kildare. Now, he doesn't stand to benefit anything by having this kid killed. The problem is that he's a lunatic, and lunatics just randomly pick people to kill. It's just what they do. They just pick someone, they just throw a dart at the dartboard and pick someone that they want to kill. Now, if we wanted to, we could throw him in prison, and then we could ransom him back, get 70 gold from him. We could throw him in prison and then release him, and then since he's a direct vassal of count level, we would get 10 opinion with all other vassals, but lose opinion with him. I would say that in this circumstance, the best thing we could possibly do is to just politely ask him to not try to murder that child. Unfortunately, he's not willing to say that, not willing to say yes. He doesn't like us enough. Okay, well in that case, kill away. We can righteously imprison him. Which is different than, see, he's also the marshal. We're getting so many events about this guy. It's funny. A zealous lunatic. Fantastic. Alright, so Ormond is quite slow to recover its troops. It's only at 61 out of 324. Our overall strength is 536 out of 970. Tomund, our next door neighbor, doesn't have any allies. And he only has 400 men. So once we get maybe 700-800 men, we can attack him too. The Duchy of Tara. Depending on which DLC you have, you can rename things. To do that, you can go to we can go to our capital duchy, and then click this rename title button. We could just name it whatever. We're not going to do that, but we could. And we've improved opinion with the Pope. That's good. We've still got that guy just schmoozing it up with the Pope. We're making 24 ducats a year. Not a huge amount of money. Let's go ahead and have a feast this year. The kidnappers overpowered me and made sure I could not call for help by stuffing a filthy rag into my mouth. Luckily, they did not get far away with me. Earl Ed and the guards managed to free me and capture them. Okay, that's bad. That could mean that someone's trying to murder us. So we don't need our spy master to be doing factioning. Let's have him scheme in the capital. See if he can uncover any plots. Someone apparently tried to kidnap us. We're about to have our 6th birthday, and our stat gain has been absolutely abysmal. We are terrible. We're a terrible character. One child likes a guardian. Us. Now we get to choose who is our educator. Again, because it's us, we'll get 20 opinion. Doesn't say it here, but we will. We'll get 20 opinion with somebody. I don't know why it doesn't say it. It really should. But it doesn't. So this guy doesn't like us very much. But when it comes to like who you want to be your educator, again, we talked briefly, I think, in the last video about how stats are important. But then also the actual education trait. The first trait in every character's list is their education. There are 4 levels to each of the 5 educations, and each education tree affects one of the primary stats. So what we really want is we want a level 4 something. Level 4 is just the best. If we can't get level 4, we'll go with level 3. But a level 4 character is very likely to pass on a level 4 education, or at least a level 3 education. Level 2 and level 1 is just kind of crapshoot. And if you want to, you can go watch the video where we talked about education. So I'm thinking we actually might go with our Chancellor. He is, unfortunately, abysmal at everything but diplomacy is very important. On the other hand, Marshal's quite good too, but we don't have any level 3 that are any good. We go with this guy who's got the Great Pox. No, I'm gonna lean towards the diplomacy education. Now, his opinion of us is it's at negative 16 right now. But when we go to our guardian, he is now at 4. Again, I don't know why it doesn't say that you will get a bonus, but you do. And let's have that feast. Now, some people might not come out. Apparently we can go hunt for boar at age 6. They'll let us do that. There's a chance we could die. We could also gain some martial score. Let's send out the marshal. My nephew has come of age. He became a tough soldier. And he is our heir, so by marrying him, we can actually get some money. Hey, you want to marry my mom? Or this pregnant concubine, or pregnant courtier, who really shouldn't be pregnant, but she is. Silly woman. Here, marry my mom. Why not? And again, because he's our heir, we get this modifier. We'll take the prestige, the extra opinion. Remember that first 2,000 prestige is very important. We'll spend just enough on money. Spend just enough gold on food to satisfy everyone's hunger. Seems fine. And let's invite all of our vassals. Now, because our steward hates us, he's decided not to come. My opinion of him goes down by 20 for 10 years. For him refusing the feast. My opinion of him doesn't matter. It's always his opinion of us, or his opinion of me, that we care about. Everyone else decided to come to the feast. Some of my guests did not seem satisfied. The marshal, the lunatic, he said a lot of nasty stuff about the food. So we are a little bit upset with each other about that. But he likes us a little bit better now. He's flattered somehow. Probably from that event that we did. Would you please stop your plot now? Good. Stop trying to murder that man. Or boy. Okay, the last of the guests have returned home. Everyone agreed it was great. So we gain another 10 prestige, and then we get 10 opinion with every character who attended for 2 years. So the feast is just a nice way to increase opinions for a bit. It used to be that the feast would give you 5 diplomacy and allow you to change your traits, and it was even better, but again, they nerfed it because it was too good. Okay, looks like the Bishop of Cloyne is actually a significantly better steward than the current guy. And this guy is the guy that we don't care about. He also refused to come to our feast. This guy wants to become steward. Let's go ahead and grant him that rank. So automatically he's going to get plus 15 for being steward, and then 1 day from now he's going to get the ambition to have been turned into the steward, which will raise his stat by 1, and also give him extra opinion with us. At least it should. Did you not satisfy your mission to become steward? You did, clearly, because you have 16 stewardship, but we're not getting that satisfied ambition. They may have taken that out of the game. You used to get plus 15 opinion for satisfying people's marriage desires, and then also for granting them the title that they wanted. It's weird. Anyway, collect taxes in Desmond again. I'm assuming Desmond is still the county with the highest base income. Yeah, it is. Now, this is a situation where, even though this guy has lower learning than our current court chaplain, we are going to replace him because this guy's landed and this guy's not. We would rather get the opinion bonus with the guy who matters. If only our personal diplomacy wasn't so terrible, it'd actually end up being a positive value. We haven't changed any laws, but we can't change laws during a regency, so there's nothing to worry about there. And how is the levy looking? 800 men. Tolmond has just his 400. I think it's time for you to swear fealty, sir. Want to rally to a central location? And we'll go ahead and just leave these guys in charge the way that they are. And then just go smash them. You only need to watch the fight, because we have more men than they do. And we could rout that army, but we'll just siege it. So, okay. All right, I'm going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.